I've literally tried to record this video like 3 times, but I just came to the conclusion that I'm not myself when I'm hungry and I needed to eat.
How can I explain myself?
Louisiana shit. Murder on the beat. Sophie oughta cut up to you.
Oh yeah. What's up, guys? So it's been about 1.5 years of me living this plant-based lifestyle in the Rock, and I must say I need to pat myself on the back or dust my shoulders off because I've been doing so in the land of the morning calm. I'm talking about Korea. North or South Korea? South Korea, come on. That's right, I'm in the land of Korean barbecue, bulgogi, tteokbokki, jjimda, kimchi, which does have fish oil inside. And these were all things that I once loved until I made the switch from being a meat eater to a green eater. Now, if you're new here, I did not come to Korea as a vegan, let's say plant-based, because I don't want to dive in to labels, because some vegans be crazy. I made the switch because I lost my grandmother to cancer within my first few months of being here, and as a way to pay homage to her, I decided to change to a plant-based diet. Anyways, vegan in Korea, is it hard? Is it easy? Like, who knows, unless you live here and you're like me. But luckily, I'm about to tell you all about it, so stay tuned. Let's go. This doesn't need to be too long of a video. If you live in Korea and you're vegan, it is easy and it's not easy. For example, if you are kind of a newbie in the vegan life, plant-based life, whatever have you, if you will, you're probably still stuck on a lot of mock meats like veggie burger patties and sausages and vegan cheeses that you can just buy readily in the store. I'm here to tell you now, that ain't gonna happen here. Like, it's just not. Now, there are a few options. You can use Gmarket, which is kind of like the Korean Amazon or eBay, and they do have a very small selection of vegan meats, cheeses, breads, snacks, etc., that you can order. My personal favorite website to use is fatbag.korea.co, and this is a website that lets you order fresh herbs, fresh fruits, vegetables. I just said herbs, so it's pretty much the same thing. And you can also order some mock meats and cheeses off of this website as well. Although I'm still technically considered a baby in the plant-based vegan life, plant-based vegan life, I do know what I'm doing. Like, I can cook, and I don't really turn to mock meats a lot because soy debate, you know, just do what you want. But I can make my own mock meat. Things like seitan or using jackfruit or chickpeas, basically a lot of other nuts and plants and seeds and fruits that I use to substitute for meat inside my meals versus a lot of processed foods, which aren't really that healthy for you. Now, I wasn't necessarily the biggest cheese eater before I went vegan plant-based, so that wasn't necessarily the hardest thing for me to give up, but I do know how to make my own cheeses as well. But if I'm feeling a little lazy, then I will turn to Fatbag to order my cheeses, because sometimes you just want to get in, get on, and get your food. Now, if you're more of a whole foods plant-based vegan, then Korea is a pretty easy place for you to be vegan. There are a ton of fresh fruits and vegetables, and honestly, if you're just walking around town, you can see the sources of where these foods are coming from. So you know that there haven't been a lot of hands, not a lot of transport, and where these foods are coming from. And for me, that's a really big peace of mind, because I really opt for fresh organic fruits and veggies, so Korea is kind of the place to be in that sense. This can suck sometimes though, because I'm used to being in America, the United States of America, where even if something is not necessarily in season, it's still readily available because of a lot of importing. For example, if you want a lot of fruits here in Korea, you're gonna be breaking the bank. Like, I spent up to $20 on one watermelon, and that's when it's in season. And it's just because watermelons are not grown here. It's the same thing with things like avocado and dragon fruit and mangoes. Like, they're going to be more expensive here than they are in your home country if you are from the West or places where these fruit and veggies are grown. So again, to wrap it up, if you're opting for more grains, fruits, veggies, nuts, and seeds, Korea is not that hard. But if you're looking for more of the processed foods, the junk food, then Korea is kind of going to be a bit of a struggle for you. Now, let's get to restaurants. Korea is not a restaurant-friendly place for vegan people. Now, I do know the spots that I can check out in the country. For example, in Seoul, there are so many vegan options, but unfortunately, I live in Ulsan, which is in the south, and there are slim to none. So if you live in Seoul, you have the opportunity to go to the Seoul Vegan Festival, which is held twice a year, and that's a really good time because you can check out vegan vendors, whether it's clothes, food. I am food focused today. Maybe if I want to continue this series of being vegan in Korea, I can, and I can focus on things like Korean beauty products, Korean clothes. I don't know, just let me know if that's anything that you would even be interested in. Oh yeah, back to the food. So if you live in Seoul, there are restaurants like Plant. They just have an amazing menu of things like tofu Caesar wraps. Their burgers are phenomenal.
Look at that. Wow. Okay, how is it? Oh, look at the face. The face.
You need to try some.
Really?
That's really good. And the chili cheese fries are good too.
And every year they do have a special Thanksgiving dinner. You can enjoy things like tofurkey and their mashed potatoes and veggies and wine and beer. And oh my God, it's so delicious. Seoul also has a ton of halal restaurants where you can get things like falafel wraps. Be careful about the sauces. I'm not sure if the sauces are considered vegan that they use, but I'm sure you can specify, but that's another option for you. Another gem that is laying around in Seoul is Sprout Seoul, and it's a nice little restaurant where you can get amazing vegan meals. But they also do nationwide delivery, so wherever you are in the Republic of Korea, you can get meals delivered right to your door, and they have amazing wraps and salads and burritos, which you saw me eating at the beginning of this video. And they even have desserts. Their carrot cake is life, liberty, and the pursuit of veganism. You have to order. To order, you're just gonna click on order meals, and it's gonna take you to a screen where you have to input a little bit of your personal information, like your email, your name, and of course your address. If you don't live in Seoul, you're going to select postal nationwide delivery, and you can get your deliveries as early as Tuesday and Wednesday. But if you live in Seoul, luckily you can get it on Sunday or Monday. After you select the delivery option, you're going to select your meals. If you're like me and don't really want to commit to a meal plan, you can select I'm not getting a meal plan, and from there you click next and select all of the vegan goodness, and you can submit your payment after you submit all of your meals. Now we're going to take a trip down to Busan, and if you ever happen to find yourself there, you should definitely stop at this cute little cafe called Jak and the Beanstalk. It's a little bit tiny, but the food definitely makes up for it. They have amazing soups, side salads, burgers, and different types of wraps and burritos. They even have detox juices, and you guys know that I'm all about the juice life. I really cannot emphasize how good their food is. They have so many different types of burgers, and they even have raw vegan desserts. And I believe once a month they always give a raw vegan cooking workshop, so definitely check them out. If you happen to find yourself on Haeundae Beach, there's a restaurant called the Fuzzy Navel, and it is not a vegan restaurant, but dishes can be modified upon request. One of the servers there always remembers what my order is, and I just get a spicy shrimp chimichanga, and I get no shrimp, no sour cream, no cheese, and they even substitute beans for me because I don't get the shrimp. It's pretty good. Now I'm actually going to take you guys to my stomping grounds in Ulsan, and you can definitely make a trip to the Noodle Box, which is also not a vegan restaurant, but my friend Jay, who is the cook and the owner, will modify anything that I want. So I usually get vegetable spring rolls, and fried rice dishes can be made vegan. Just take out the meat, pay attention to the oils used, and go to town. Wherever you happen to find yourself in Korea, if you have a pretty good amount of Korea that you're able to speak, or if you just pull up Google Translate, you can always get Kimbap, which is like Korean sushi, and get it modified without any meat, any mayonnaise, any eggs, dairy, blah, 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 and you have a very nice vegetable roll. Now, one of my favorite places to go in Ulsan is Namaskar. It is a Nepali and Indian restaurant, and they have the best samosa that I've ever had in my life, and I have been to India. They also have really good curries. I get the chana masala curry and garlic naan on the side, and so many foreigners and Koreans alike go here because the food is to die for and the service is even better. Olive Jang Jak is a nice little pizza pasta joint in old downtown Ulsan, and it's a great place to bring your friends because the staff is so nice, but the pizza is amazing too, and they're even willing to make mine without cheese. Now, wherever you are in Korea, always use the Happy Cow app because it definitely will come in handy. I forgot to mention there is a restaurant in Ulsan named Danji. I have been there before. They have amazing rice pilaf dishes and other kind of salads. Really, really good. Of course, you have Loving Hut all over Korea and so many other restaurants that I mentioned before. Whether you shop online, cook at home, order your meals, eat out, or stop at a vegan restaurant in Korea, I hope that this video was helpful in giving you some insight into how easy it is to be vegan here. It can be difficult at times, but I promise it can be done. I hope this video was helpful, and if it was, please give this video a like, subscribe to my channel, comment, like, and share with your friends, and sending you good vibes.